How's everybody?
Doing good.
We got baseball fever. We got spring training fever. Come on.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Phillies baseball time. All right, welcome everybody. Glen Mills, Pennsylvania, Buffalo Wild Wings. We're this fan's view. Our guest this evening, we're -1. We're down 1. But we got Bill Thompson. I think we might have got the better end of the deal. So I'm okay with that. Just don't tell Dickie that. Dickie bailed on us with 101 fever, so unfortunately we told him to stay home.
Yes.
So, but welcome our guest, Bill Thompson. We've been talking about a lot of different things up here, from spring training to, being an old timer in baseball. Imagine we're calling him an old timer. I feel bad, but anyway, he's a good dude, and we work with him a lot. We're privileged to be able to pick up the phone and whatever we need. So welcome, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming out. I know a couple up here just got back from spring training. So did Bill. Bill just got back and he's going tomorrow again.
Yeah, up and back.
Up and back. So, what do you got going? What's going on down there?
Pretty exciting. I mean, our starting pitching is going to be outstanding.
Yes.
It's going to boil down to when postseason comes, if we're going to check the egos and just try to play a little small ball and find a way to win, because, last year, that was hard.
Yeah.
That was really hard to watch. Wheeler was outstanding, and we just couldn't score any runs for him.
No, exactly.
I guess when I hear it from a former hitting coach, it hits me even a little harder.
Well, games change a little bit. I understand everybody wants to get the ball in the air and get home runs, but when playoff time comes, you're facing 1 and 2 twice. They're top
Right.
pitchers. So, you got to play a little small ball, move the ball around, and find a way to score runs, find a way to win. We had opportunities and we just didn't get it done.
Yeah. It's nice to see Bryson stop talking more about that, using the whole field more, kind of going back to 2 years ago when he was doing that. You're hearing it chatter a little bit more, so hopefully they do it. It's a little easier to say it than do it when you get in front of the batter.
Well, especially you got guys, like Stott, the younger guys. The reason I was successful was I get 15, 20 run hits a year.
Right.
I pick my spots, and I ask this question all the time. What's the difference between being a 300 hitter and a 250 hitter every 100 at bats? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Every 100 at bats, 5 hits.
Right.
It's the difference between being a 300 hitter and a 250 hitter. I'll take my bunts.
Exactly. No. Like I said, it's a little blink here and there as well, like in Bullthorn they said, but it's true. Your job is to get on base. Especially when you're in the bottom of the order. And even on top of the order, get for the big boys that do get the home runs. But,
I'll give you a quick lesson. I was, I played with Smitty for 3 years, right? When I first got here in 86, I'm on his second base. He goes, "Don't move around. Just be still. I'll drive you in." Guys like to bounce around out there. He goes, "Be still. Don't worry about it. I'll get you in." So, played 13 years in the big leagues, and I stole third base 5 times. 13 years.
Right.
5 times. That's it. I'm in scoring position. Somebody will get me in.
Yeah, exactly. That's for sure. And that's the whole thing. It's just that little single. I think we were talking earlier with Al Cohen last year was driving in all his runs early in the first half of the year. That's he was a power hitter in the 4-hole. Had a whole bunch of RBIs and didn't have the home runs. But
You put the ball in play.
Right.
That's what you have to do. It's so important that you get a guy at third base less than 2 outs. Find a way to get that guy in.
Right.
I mean, it's unbelievable to me. I watch so much baseball, and look at today's game, they're giving you a guy at second base in extra innings. And if I'm the home team and the visiting team didn't score, why wouldn't I bunt that guy to third base?
Right.
Give myself 2 opportunities. You know,
Exactly.
wild pitch, anything can happen. You get that run in to win a ball game, but we just don't want to give up outs. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't. You know, it's the analytics things. You know, it's just easier to. You know, they say it's easier to have more chances of the bats, but you know, how many more times do you like Ricky Henderson? You know, he would get on field second, field third, sack fly, and the Ricky Henderson, you know, RBI.
My 4 years in St. Louis.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Vince Coleman get on, steal second. Ozzie bunt him over third. Boom, you got it. There's a run. I think it was Tommy Herb that year. Hit 7 home runs and had 107 ribbies. You know?
Yeah.
If you got third base at a ground ball to second, you got to run.
Exactly.
So with all that being said, how much has the game really changed?
It's changed a lot because everybody talks about hitting the ball in the air, hitting the ball in the air. But my simple question is a line drive in the air? But when you're talking analytics, they don't talk about the line drive. They're telling guys to get the ball up in the air. I mean, my last 3 years in professional baseball, I ran the whole hitting organization for the Cincinnati Reds. And one day we were in, I think it's Port Charlotte, A-ball. They put the big old pitching screen that you use for the pitchers behind second base at the mound and was telling everybody, make sure you hit the ball above that pitching screen. I'm like, wow.
Different times.
Yes. And then you get so much information, you don't trust yourself and just let your natural ability take over. I mean, I had an analytical guy tell me, this guy right here, 1-2, throws a slider 61.3% of the time. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and look for the slider and take a fastball right down the middle.
Right, for the other 38% of the time, it's right down the middle. Okay, thanks, I struck out. Yep. No, it's true. You get too much thinking up there, and I think that's they get paralyzed. The hitters up there, just with all the information that they're getting, and even the pitchers themselves, thinking too much on what they're doing instead of,
Well, if we're going over hitter, and they say this guy's a good low ball hitter. If I'm a sinker pitcher, I don't throw my sinker. I mean, you don't want to get beat with your third, fourth pitch. Whatever I can command, whatever I can go about doing, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and a well located pitch, even if it's a low pitch to a low hitter, it's still going to get them more times than not.
How many times does a pitcher throw a ball right down the middle and the hitter miss it anyway? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It just happens.
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
All right, couple things. I usually hit this off at the top of the show. Anybody new or old, if you haven't learned to get your 2 free raffle tickets, go see Sue. I think Kelly's in the house. Am I correct? Did I see Kelly? I didn't say hello, but I apologize.
There she
Hi,
is.
Kelly.
There
How are
she
you? She's the new mainstream, working her way up the ladder with us. So we appreciate you being here. So go back in the corner, and if you recognize the guy with no face paint on, that's Sean Young.
Yep.
Believe it or not, that's Sean Young. The Philly sports guy. No, not him. No. That's Sean. Sean, give us a wave. Come on. There you go.
There he is.
There you go. Come on.
Super fan.
Super fan. Go back and get a picture without the face paint, because that's worth more than with the face paint. Anyway, grab your free raffle tickets, buy some extras. The money goes back to our CCC charity. We just did a big drive with Eagles Autism. And we're going to be working with Philly's charities coming up here in the near future. So know that the money you're spending is going back to a great cause. There's some great stuff over there. Somebody's going to win it. What can I tell you? And if you're the lucky winner of a jersey, it needs milk put on it. So you need to get milk to autograph that jersey.
There you go.
Just a heads up there. But again, Buffalo Wild Wings, we thank them every month. We're here. We're back here again next month. I believe the date is, I don't know, April 16th. Thank you, John.
Yep.
But yeah, so again, City Distilling is our sponsor. They've been with us for a number of years now. They do a great job. I think they're happy with us. We're happy with them. We're happy together. It's baseball season, right? 70-degree weather. How can we bitch about this, right? It's time to change the green to red, right?
There you go.
It's time. I got a couple other guests in the house from Penn State. How about over here? A couple of troublemakers from State College right here.
Yeah.
John's two boys made the truck from State College to be here, so I wanted to not. The one is a real troublemaker. The other one, not so much. I don't know about his baseball knowledge, but I know he doesn't know anything about football. All right. Questions, comments, feel free anytime. Throw your hand up. Lauren's walking around with the microphone. We're going to do something a little different tonight with our trivia. We got Tops to acknowledge us finally, and we're going to give away some top sports cards. We got nice little packages of Tops cards. So if you're a winner of our trivia, you're going to get a nice prize.
Oh, yeah.
So we got that going on. I guess we're probably going to do trivia right around 7 o'clock, John.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Sound about right?
Yep.
Again, we got Cam working the room. We got Jess behind the bar. Anything you guys need, hit him up. Questions for Mill? He's here. He's one of the best. He loves the fans, and we love him. So, again, how about a big round of applause for Mill Thompson?
Thank you.
And with those top cards, you had a chance to get a Jason Kelsey autograph going out the first pitch.
I'm a buyer if somebody pulls that card.
Exactly. That was a good one.
One last promotion. We got some ready R-Phil's tickets. If anybody wants any, I got them in hand up here. Anthony from Reading Phil's is in the house tonight. He provided us with those. Anybody been out to Reading for the R-Phil's games?
Great place. Great ballpark.
It's a great spot, right? Great beers, right? Great dogs, everything great about it. And we're out there on Friday nights.
Yes, the Fridays.
So
Get
it's
to
a
see
good
the
time.
future of the Phillies.
Future Phils, right?
Yeah.
What did I hear? Where is our guy? Where is Anthony? Come on up here. You got some breaking news. Come on up here. I'm going to put him on the spot. He loves this. He absolutely loves this. Who's going into the R-Phil's Hall of Fame this year?
Get the date off, man. Let's see if it's 20th. June 12th, Dusty Walton, Trevor May, and Darren Ruff.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
Good job. Good job.
There you go. You heard it here first.
That's Anthony Picknett. If you ever need anything, hit him up. He'll take care of you. That doesn't mean a free bobblehead, because I get those. All right, let's get back to business. John, what do you got?
So you mentioned it about the pitching staff being good. What do you think came to the Christopher Sanchez getting that next level? You know, last year.
He developed his changeup.
Yeah.
And once he developed the changeup, I ask that question all the time. What's the hardest pitch to hit? What do you think?
All right there, the changeup.
Changeup.
Yeah.
Changeup is the same arm angle as the fastball.
Right.
It's why it's hard to pick up. And when you have a good one, I remember a guy named Matson. I coached had a really good one. And he was very successful.
Oh, Hamels.
Yeah, definitely. So when you can command that change up and you can throw it at any time, you're gonna be pretty successful.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Now he's got the 98-mile-an-hour fastball to go with him as well. So.
Oh yeah, it makes a big difference.
Oh yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah. And it's nice he's coming from the left side too.
Oh yeah. That starting rotation is gonna be really, really tough this year, man.
Yeah.
You know,
It's gonna make it hard to get that. As we talked earlier, it'll make it hard to get that Andrew Painter in the rotation this year.
Yeah, you got 3 lefties in that starting
Yeah.
rotation too.
Big
With those 2 at the front.
Yeah, exactly. How do you think Rob's going to attack that with the 3? You know, obviously Wheeler, Noah, or you're probably your top 2, but you put.
I would, you know, I'm not going to put myself in his position, but I would try to mix them. I would put a lefty in between those 2.
Exactly.
I remember back in the day they had Nolan Ryan and J.R. Richards, and they put Negro in between those 2.
Yeah.
That wasn't fair.
No. 2 fastballs. And then the knuckleball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a guy like Luzardo, you know, would be a nice addition up there.
Very good addition.
You know, and Sanchez himself.
Yeah.
And then if you want to do like, probably going to, I guess, have Ranger maybe as the 5s to give him a little bit of flexibility.
Yeah, I mean, we got all kind of options as far as where you want to put those guys.
Right.
It's one of the top rotations in baseball right now.
Exactly. I believe it is.
So with that being said, you still need to score runs, right? You still need to manufacture, runs. You need to get runners on base. You talked about it earlier. I know Thompson is trying, this new possible lineup change. Can you shed some light on that? I mean, what direction do you see this team going?
I mean, they're trying different things. That's what spring training is for. Move people around and see, what works for you. I mean, if you ask me, that's why we had Smitty as the cleanup guy. I mean, it's amazing that Schwarber can knock in 100 RBIs, but just imagine if he batted 3rd or 4th.
Right.
How many more RBIs he would drive in? But like they said, you're only leading off the first time. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I don't know.
These guys, I don't mean to interrupt you. These guys get this in their head though, that, I need to lead off, I need to bat second, I need to bat third. I mean, is that a thing? Is that real?
It's real. I think the money that these guys make, makes it hard, makes it difficult. You know what I mean? But you look at that lineup, there's no reason why they shouldn't be dominating. Like they took off at the beginning of last year, and I'm like, wow, these guys are on fire. And then all of a sudden, we just hit a roadblock. And I think one of the things was going to London, messing up, and then it's the All-Star break.
Right.
For me, I hated off days. When you're rolling and you're feeling good, and all of a sudden you go out to London and it's like a week. I don't think. Yeah. I think Sanchi didn't pitch for 8 days. It was crazy.
Exactly.
So thank God they don't have to do that this year. So hopefully they can get it going early and just keep going. I say every year, you win 90, which is 15 a month, you're going to be in the playoff.
I've heard you say that before.
15 a month, 90 wins. You're definitely going to be in the playoff.
Oh yeah, I mean they have the team to do it. And, like you said, especially with the rotation, you can even have a little bit of a slower start with the hitters if they do with type of thing. But yeah, there's no reason.
I mean, at the All-Star break, I think they were
on pace for 100.
That was ridiculous.
Right.
How far they were ahead, and then all of a sudden,
except right after the London trip.
Yes.
They were just under 500 or right at 500. The rest of the year after that. So, that was a little bit of a challenge, I think. Time, like you said, having 2 days off beforehand for the travel, and a couple days built in afterwards, and the flight, both ways isn't easy. everyone wants to say, oh, they get paid a lot of money, but it still does a lot to your body, with the routines.
Oh yeah, I didn't even like the 3 hour West Coast stay, much less going to London. So yeah, it was very difficult.
Exactly.
Without putting you on the spot, I know you're not in the clubhouse, but you're around the team and you know a lot of baseball. What can you tell Trey Turner about leading off? I mean, what would be one thing that you could, lend your experience, to him? Because he seems so tight, so wound up. He needs something to relax him.
I was a zone hitter. What I mean by that is my strength was middle away. So I just hunted middle away. I mean, when I used to lead off, or even when I first got here and Sammy was leading off, I gave Sammy a strike, steal a base. And I was confident enough that once I got that strike on me, now I'm gonna hit, but I'm gonna give him an opportunity to put himself in scoring position. With Turner, you got to pick a zone out. I don't know. It was hard for me to see guys swinging at sliders in the other batting box. First thing I was taught is that if I'm going lefty, the slider has to be on me, has to start on me to be a strike. You know what I mean? So that would be the first thing. Recognizing what pitches are coming and what you're looking for and what your strength is. I never worried about hitting with 2 strikes. I had 2-strike approach. So sometimes, the game has changed a little bit where a lot of guys don't have a 2-strike approach. But before I get to 2 strikes, I know what I'm looking for and I know what I want to hit. So that's the game plan.
Yeah, he's just got so many good qualities. Coming from Washington over to the Dodgers and now here. We're just waiting for him to have that that breakout kind of year. Whether it's leading off or batting second, third, fourth, fifth, wherever they put him. It just seems like he's the guy that everybody's waiting on.
Well, it's there. I mean, he won a batting title, so we know it's there. It's just got to get to the point where he just relaxes, trusts himself. One of the things my dad taught me all through my career, and I lived on it. He said, "Don't think, don't try. Trust yourself, trust your ability. Go out there and just play the game."
Yeah, which kind of goes back to the analytic part, like you were talking about earlier, thinking too much. And that kind of works 2 ways, right? Because the pitcher says, okay, Trey's up there thinking I'm throwing my slider. It says 67% of the time I'm throwing my slider down. So he's thinking I'm going to do that. And it seems like a lot of times when the Phillies go bad or go into slumps, especially like in the playoffs, the pitchers are pitching backwards to their numbers, I guess. So like they're throwing more fastballs in that case. If they say that I pitch more sliders, and then it gets them off a track, because they're always like walking back and shaking their head like that wasn't supposed to happen, type of thing. Looking at a pitch down the middle.
Well, for me, I was always ready to hit a fastball. I just reacted to anything else after that. I didn't go up there and guess. As a matter of fact, I had one at bat against Doug Graybeck when he was with Pittsburgh, and I was with the Cardinals. I'm leading the game off, and I know all he throws is sliders.
Oh, yeah.
So I go, okay, he's gonna throw a slider, and he did, but it was in the dirt, and I swung at it. And I'm like, set on the fastball and react to that slider that's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why, like I said, I didn't know if like those analytics are throwing those guys off, a little bit at times.
Well, I mean, it's just the fact
And I'm
that
thinking,
I'm just gonna relax and let my natural ability take over. I remember my sophomore year, my dad walked up to me and he goes, when you get out of the way, you're gonna be pretty good.
right.
Got out the way and let my ability take over and play the game.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, they almost want to press a little bit too much. Like they all have talent. Everybody through that lineup is very talented. That they almost seem like they want to be the hero for that day, you know, and to help to pull up the team and stuff. They do too much.
Well, that's what I did in 2008. 2008, when we won the World Series, we won the first game. We lost the second game in Tampa. We came back to Philly, and of course it was raining.
Right.
So it was an off day. So we're in the cage, and I'm like, what can I say to these guys and get them to think about where we are and how big this moment is? I said, okay. I said, which one of you guys wants to win the MVP? And they looked at me. I said, we can be world champions if you just do your job. Just do your job. Don't worry about trying to do more than you're capable of doing. Just do your job.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yep.
We're talking a lot of hitting, and I'd be angry at myself if I didn't bring up Charlie Manuel. And you did a lot of coaching under Charlie, and he was the hitting guru, you know, here, and you guys brought us the 08 World Series. You know, he was the hitting machine, you know, where, you know, he let guys just be themselves. And I think that's what you're talking a little bit about.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough. I was in the minor league system when he was a advisor to the GM before he became the manager. We spent tons of time together, whether it be Lakewood, Reading, you know, and we just talked in it, and we were both pretty much on the same page about what we thought about how you go about being successful. So, you know, he believed in hitting, and so we hit almost every day extra when we're at home, and then on the road the first day in, we would have extra hitting. And he believed that, you know, the only way you're going to get better and work on your craft is going out and working on it every single day. And, you know, that's what we did.
Yeah, knowledge Chuck. We love him. Everybody loves Chuck.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, real quick, I see Mr. Delco, Steve Scalish walk in the room. Give him a hand. Mr. Delco. He's now turned his memorabilia into real estate. He's now a real estate tycoon. So he's giving out his card, his Phillies calendar. So, hey, there you go, Mr. Delco. Who remembers the McDade Mall? That's Gwen's son.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers Gwen, right?
Well, they check these people out.
Good job, Steve. Good luck with everything.
Yeah.
All right, we've hit the 7 o'clock hour, and I want you guys to remember, you know, Cam in the room, he's working it, Jess behind the bar. Again, thank you to Buffalo Wild Wings for having us every month. Joe Cameron's the GM, and these guys do a great job in helping us out along the way. Raffle time, get your free raffles. You get 2 free ones. Kelly's back there, Adam's back there, Sue's back there. They're $1 a piece after the 2 free ones. There's some great stuff. It really is. Anybody see the Willie Mays piece? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yogi Berra.
Yogi Berra, another Hall of Famer. Are you kidding me? Talking about the hitting guru, Chuck Manuel. Come on,
Yeah.
Charlie's back there. A lot of good stuff.
You
Come
got
on.
a nice piece of Philadelphia history with 30 autographs on it as well.
Yep. Real quick, need to acknowledge Lauren. She's our, she does it all. She does everything. Does it all. Kelly told me if I don't acknowledge Lauren tonight, I'm fired. So you can thank Kelly for that acknowledgement. So there you go. Johnny, I think it's time for trivia. Lauren's got the top cards in her hand.
All right.
Here's the deal. You gotta raise your hand. These prizes are important. This is big stuff. You get 1 shot. Once you win, you're done. You can't win twice. You gotta raise your hand. All right? Strict rules. You too, Tommy Kelly. You too. I'm watching you.
Yeah, we got a lot of Phillies fans here in the audience, so let's see how well you know your team. So, how many NL pennants have the Phillies won in their lifetime?
Oh, we got one
Go
right
right
here.
up front, right up front.
4.
No 4. 8 is correct. There we go. Come on, you're a Phillies fan. You work for the Iron Pig. You should know. You give bad information out there. All righty. How many different ballparks did the Phillies call home at? 4 is incorrect. We got to get. Nope. 3 is incorrect. 5 is correct. Can you name them all?
All right, here's the deal. Here's the deal with the Topps cards. If you open the box tonight and you pull the autographed J.C. Kelsey autograph card, there's a $500 bounty on the card. There's a buyer in the house for the J.C. Kelsey autographed Phillies card. Who remembers that, right? Him throwing out the first pitch? Y'all remember that?
Milt's jaw just hit the floor.
Bill's like, give me one of them. I'll sign it. All right, Johnny.
All right. How many Phillies have their numbers retired? Outside of the 42, 42 is Jackie Robinson. So how many other retired numbers are there for the Phillies?
Retired Phillies numbers. Are you really Googling that? Stop. I caught you cold-blooded. My God.
6 is incorrect. 7 is correct.
That boy, good
There you
job.
1, 14, 15, 20, 32, 34, and 36.
All right, okay. I think they know a little something about our Phillies.
They know a little bit. Let's go with the.
I haven't heard Tyler chime in when they.
No, he's mute. All right.
Or his brother Tyler.
You're too busy eating the wings. All right.
Is dad paying?
Yeah, of course he is. How many Phillies in their history have played? How many Phillies players played for the team that have been inducted into the Hall of Fame?
All right.
So
Clarify that.
it's not their lifetime. So throughout the history of the Phillies, how many people have played that eventually made it into the Hall of Fame?
So they played as a Philly.
Yep, like for instance, Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan, for instance. You know,
Tony Perez.
Tony Perez, right.
There you go.
Yep.
You guys made this in, right?
Exactly. So
Two great ones,
it's
by the way.
more than the 7 that the Phillies have.
Yeah, you got it. Hey,
Yeah,
Bill's
well,
calling you out.
Yeah. He already won though, so he
Yeah, but he's going to feed his little brother. You know, Total Jeepers, come on. Jesus Jones, come on. At least hide the phone.
Oh, no hands.
No hands?
All
Nobody?
right, so between 25
back there, all
and
the way back
35. Let's
You
see.
got one in the back?
Yeah.
Baby? Coming out of the kitchen? Where are we at?
No.
Well, no, that's incorrect. But you're inside the 25 to 35. That is incorrect. It's much more. Incorrect, but close. Ooh, close. 33 is correct. 33.
EAGLES, Eagles. Where'd you pull that out?
All right.
I'm sorry.
I
No
gave,
respect, right?
yeah.
No respect.
I gave you a hard one, so here's a little bit of an easier one. What was the Phillies' first season?
Whoa. Who you picking?
Yeah. 1883 is correct. All right, so
What do we got? One left?
no.
Got more? All right.
So during that 1983 or 1883 season, which Phillies replaced which team in the National League? So there was a team. You already answered. So there was a team in the National League, and the Phillies took over this team. The A's is incorrect.
Wrong, Dad. Dad said a bad,
Yeah, bad information. They didn't take over.
Whoa. Whoa.
Come on, the name's not really. Come on, the name's not really out there. Yeah.
You read the book, but you don't remember the answer. Come on.
You're going to kick yourself as soon as you hear this. You're correct. You got it. Worcesters. that was the nickname. Instead of the Phillies, it was the Worcesters. So, all right. So we got that.
Easy. You got half the answer. Right?
Yeah, you got the
Still
Worcester
got the
part.
prize.
You got the hard part. All right. During the Phillies' lifetime, they used 4 different names. So can you name the other 3 other than Phillies?
Other than the Phillies.
You gotta think during the wartime.
You got to name the other 3.
You gotta name the other 3.
Uh-oh.
Think the wartime. And then when they first started out.
So we're looking for 3 names.
3 names.
We might be here all night.
Come on, just think of Pennsylvania. Get you one of them.
You want to give them one, John? Hold on.
The Quakers is 1. The Blue Jays? No.
Ooh, so close.
You got 2 of the 3.
So close.
And the third and the last one's the easiest of them all. No, it's not. 1942 is their name in 42.
Here we go.
Athletics, no. That was a different team. No. You're going to kick yourself when you don't get this one.
So wait, he got 2,
Yeah.
and the next person's gonna get the 1. So who gets the prize?
The one who names all 3 of them.
Doesn't seem right, does it? No? Come on.
All right. You got
2
2
out of 3?
All right.
That's gotta be. That's gotta be.
You got the winner there. The last name was Phil's. It
Phil.
was just Phil's.
Phil.
In 1942.
Phil.
Tricky.
I just want to get out of here at 7:30 so I can hold the pack for Phil Walker.
All right, we got one last one. And then how many National League East championships did the Phillies have?
You already won. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yellow, point you out.
Lee Miller, oh, here we go.
Ooh, 11 close, but not
Lee
correct.
Miller, nothing? Come on, how many? 10?
10 is incorrect. What? 12 is correct. There you go.
Wow, you giving it to us.
There you go. Good job, guys.
A lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
Thanks to our friends at Topps Trading Cards. Thank you.
Get that Kelsey card.
Bill, son, where's my box? All right, that was fun. Good job.
Yes.
Good job with that. That was a lot of fun. It might have been one of our best reviews yet.
Thanks.
It was good. Very good.
Gotta keep updating you.
What did you say, Tyler? After you're done chewing?
Guess it's all right.
We're not talking Eagles. You could care less.
Just remember, you just gotta say yes, because otherwise you're paying for food.
All right, questions, comments, anything for our guest? He's a hitting guru himself. I mean, he talks a lot of baseball.
No, I was gonna ask you, it was your decision on Distilling when you off the season. Who was your decision?
No pressure.
Who would you have?
You're not on the spot.
Stop.
Okay.
Year before, he had 80 some hits with 2 strikes. That's pretty doggone good. That'd be a good leadoff guy.
Okay.
Do you think, let me expand on that. Do you think that's coming?
No.
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 Oh, boy. This analytic game has really taken over, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's a tough decision, especially when you're paying those guys the money you're paying at the top of the order.
Yeah.
They gotta do their part. And,
Well, the analytical thing for Schwarber is that by him leading off, he's going to get probably about 80 more at bats.
right,
Because
exactly.
you go down the lineup, you get less at bats.
Right. So yeah, you want them to get the hits. So why is it? And then why wouldn't Harper then move up to second? Obviously, I guess because you're going to split up Schwarber being first. Yeah, he drops.
Yeah. I don't think at any point they want to put Schwarber and Harper together in the lineup.
Yeah.
Break it up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I thought they were thinking about that like 3rd, 3, and 4. If they did, had him.
The one lineup I saw was had Turner lead off, Harper hit second, Bowman hit third, and Schwarber hit fourth.
Right.
One lineup I saw.
Yeah. Yeah, and that probably makes the most sense. That one there, like you said. And then you go from there. You probably got
Like
Castellanos.
Castellanos got Realmuto,
Right.
Yeah.
All right, enough talking about the 2025 Phillies, because I'm bored. Let's talk about the 08 Phillies, who won and were very successful. We're talking Rollins, Howard, Utley, Cole Hamels. I mean, the hitting coach was,
Me, I don't know. Yeah.
come on. Why was that team so successful?
Well, the first thing is, as a hitting coach, you have to get their trust. And you have to know your players. Like, for instance, best hitter on that team was Chase Utley. He would get in 2-3 hours before we had to be on the field, and, he studied everything to a fault sometimes. But he was a great hitter. He's the only guy I know that would take the first pitch, and the pitchers were still afraid to throw a strike.
Yeah.
And then he got into the playoffs and he ambushed the guy.
Yeah.
Because he's so used to seeing, he takes the first pitch and he ambushed him. Guy I went up to play with the game on the line, Jimmy Robb, hands down. And knowing Jimmy, if stretch was at 340, he'd get there about 338. But what you need to know is after batting practice, we spent a good half hour, 45 minutes doing drills and stuff, preparing for the game. So first thing is you got to know what type of player, what they like to do, how they do it. Big Ryan, had that big bat. He put a donut on it in batting practice.
Yeah. So,
I
remember that.
And they had a little more weight on it, so when the game started, it felt a little lighter to me. So just knowing the guys and knowing what they like to do, and setting the program up for them. And for me, I would always give you a little sheet of paper that had the 9 quadrants of the strike zone. And once you gave that to me, I got you. Almost everybody better be able to hit the ball down the middle. So there's 9 quadrants, and one down the middle, I'll put an X there.
Right.
There's one guy in all my years of doing this that didn't put an X in the middle. Kenny Laughlin.
Really?
Yeah, because he said, he knew what to do with the balls away inside, and it went down the middle, he flinched a little bit. So, yeah, he didn't like that. Yeah, first guy.
I mean, he was a great hitter.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah, it was unbelievable
that's why I'm
when he did that, yeah.
surprised, you know,
Yeah.
on that.
But it was a great group of guys, you know, from top to bottom of the lineup. Especially batting eighth, Chooch was outstanding. That's the toughest position to hit as a hitter. To
Yeah,
get
especially
play
back
center.
then,
With
just
the
pitchers.
pitcher right behind you, knowing that they're not going to give you things to hit sometimes, and you know sometimes you have to get out of the zone sometimes and get some hits for the team. But knowing the situation, these guys were clutch. They were all clutch, and that's what made it easy. I would always say, as a player and as a coach, you want to get double digits of hits. Get double digits of hits, you have a chance to win the ball game.
Right.
Unfortunately, we get double digits of strikeouts every game now. So I don't, you know, it just drives me crazy that guys don't put the ball in play.
Do you have a good Jason Worth story? I'm not
Oh,
putting you
yeah.
on the spot.
Oh yeah, me and him had a little run in every now and then, but he's a great kid. He really is. But he got me one day when we were in Kansas City. It's a Sunday day game. And we're in a rain delay. And of course, when you're playing an American team, you got to play that game because you don't want to come back on one of your off days and play that game. So we were there for quite a long time. So I went down to the batting cage and took a little nap. And as I was laying there, we went and filled up a gallon bucket of ice water. And all I heard is shh. And it was too late. I was drenched.
Oh,
But yeah,
Sounds like Jason.
that's Jason. You know, we really had a good group of guys who really enjoyed each other, hung out together, and we had a lot of fun. We really had a lot of fun, and you know, Jimmy put the pressure on us, talking about we're the team to beat, but
yeah.
to tell you the truth, in 2007 when they finally made the playoffs, they got so excited that Colorado just whooped us.
Yeah.
I mean, they absolutely. I think they won like 18 games out of 20.
Yeah, Colorado.
Yeah, they were hot. They were
And
hot.
Cal, they still haven't touched on the plate.
Oh yeah, they were hot. And those guys came back spring training of 2008 on a mission,
Right.
and they knew it. They said, "We get to the playoffs, we want to win the whole thing. You know, don't get excited about getting in." So when we clinched, it wasn't a big party. You know what I'm saying? Like 2007, they clinched. They were all happy, and then we got steamrolled.
Yeah.
But 2008 was a different story. You know, and they were up for the test, man. It's crazy. We didn't lose a home game. No playoffs. We did not lose a home game.
Yeah.
You know, and right now, Philly has the best home field advantage. Those visiting teams don't want to show up here. I'm telling you right now. They don't want to come here in Philly and have to face our
Well,
crowd.
that's the reputation of the fans here in Philly. Now we just need to rally the team to finish this whole thing, right?
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, this is where we're at.
it's funny. They've had 3 good opportunities. This is the 4th time. I thought we were going to win it last year. I said 3rd time's a charm, but it didn't work. So I come up with another motto for this year. Just get it done.
Yeah. Brian Snicker even said it from the Braves. You know, coming to Philadelphia was 4 hours of hell. You know, doing that game. You know, like I said, the fans are all over it. You get the players scared. You know, thinking about it.
Our fans are amazing. It started in 2008 with Longoria.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's been going on ever since, man. Our fans have a way to get to guys.
We got Bird Hooten back in the day in the 70s. You know, he wasn't able to pitch.
It's funny. You can see it. It's like a deer in the headlights look on their faces when they get here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he was a rookie, second year player at that time. You know, thinking he was everything, and coming here to Philadelphia, that was not expecting that. His eyes were rolling.
Oh yeah.
Real big.
It's again, it's great to have everybody out tonight. There's a lot of Phillies red it's great to see the logo on the front of the shirt again. It's springtime, it's baseball season. What is everybody, and I know this is a tough question to ask, but what are you guys feeling? You think this is the year? I mean, I listen to a lot of sports talk radio, which, sometimes is difficult in this town, but, is this the year? Can they beat the Mets? Can they beat the Dodgers? Can they beat Milwaukee? I mean, what do you guys think? What needs to get done here? Does Harper need to put the team on his back? I mean, Schwarber's done just about everything that he can do. You guys have an opinion? We'll get you a mic. I mean, you can give us your opinion. And, we can dice it up any way you want. But, we won all the early games last year and kind of faded in the playoffs. So, it's time to put it all together, right?
It's definitely time to put it all together. Bottom half of the lineup has to find a way to get on base.
Yeah.
And get on base for the big boys.
Well, yeah,
That's what it is, We had Schilling in '93. Schilling led the National League in giving up home runs.
yeah.
But they were solo home runs. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? You got to get guys on and put pressure on that other team. And, 3-run, 4-run innings kill you. Single
Right.
runs, no big deal.
Yeah,
Nothing to worry about.
that's what we talk about a lot. If that bottom of the order is not getting on, this team is very pitchable. You can pitch around guys, and that's why you end up with a lot of times runners on base a lot. You have second and third, 2 outs, and bottom of the order doesn't get that hit or whatever. They'll walk a guy, like they'll walk Harper, they'll walk whoever might be hot at that time. Matchup wise to get on base, we'll get to the bottom of the order and get you out there. So yeah, that bottom of the order has got to.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Those other guys are going to do their thing.
Right.
They're bona fide major league ball players who put the numbers up consistently year by year. We just need the rest of the crew to
Right.
find a way.
Yeah, and that's the thing, when you see like the Dodgers, the bottom of the order will get on base, and now you're getting Mookie Betts and Freeman getting a lot more at bats with guys on base instead of nobody on base.
What's your opinion of Max Kepler? They got from the Twins.
He's been swinging the bat pretty well in spring training, so hopefully, he's a piece for us. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know if they're going to continue him or what, but he's swinging the bat very well right now. So
Yeah.
it's a good addition. Also, hopefully our closer is healthy.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a big thing too.
Yeah.
You already got your setup guys. They've already proven that they can do the job.
Backup catcher, she's asking about.
Well, from my understanding, isn't Marshall out of options?
Yes.
He's out of options.
Martian's out of options.
He's gonna make this team.
Right, exactly.
He's
So
gonna
they're
make this
carry
team.
3 catchers?
I don't know if they're gonna carry 3 catchers, but he's gonna make this team.
Yeah, Stubbs got options, so he may
Yeah.
start out a little bit for play if they need hitters.
So we may get Stubbs in Lehigh Valley. Is that what you're looking for? I know where you're going.
Well, the bottom line is, the bottom line is, that's the game.
Right.
I can remember when I got called up to the big leagues in '84, I hit 300. Go to spring training, '85, I'm the last guy cut off the team because I had options.
Right.
That's just the nature of the game,
Exactly.
the way it goes.
If Martian can stay healthy, that's a great kid.
Right.
He's got a great attitude. He can catch, he can hit, he can do it all. He's just got to stay healthy. Yep.
Yeah.
He's very good. So I don't know what they're going to do for clubhouse music. But who cares, right? We'll figure that out.
Well, usually the starting pitcher picks the music.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
So how did Stubbs fall into all that?
Well, he's a DJ.
Yeah, he was
Well, he's the ninth inning pitcher every once in a while, so he does pitch.
Yeah.
all right.
But how much can a team feed off of another team's success in the city. You know, like, I mean,
Oh.
you guys had the Eagles had a good run. They didn't win a Super Bowl or whatever, but that's that Buddy Ryan team during those 90s were a good team. Like, how much does that help feed the other?
I think it feeds a lot. You know, you get a parade down Broad Street, you want to have a parade down Broad Street.
Exactly.
I definitely know what that's about and what it's like. So, you know, these guys coming in hopefully on a mission to get the job finished. There's no doubt about it. They're going to be in the playoffs. I can guarantee that. They're going to be in the playoffs. We got to go to work once we get to the playoffs.
Exactly.
I'm old school. Once I get my foot on your neck, I'm gonna get you.
Right.
I'm not gonna give you any air to breathe. You know, I got you down. You got to stay down.
Right. Exactly. No, that's the truth. You know, and we were close there. You know, 2 years ago with Arizona. You had that.
I
That was the one that hurt.
I would have lost everything.
Right.
I said, there's no way they're gonna lose 2 games back here at home. No way.
Right. Having Wheeler and Nola back at home.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was definitely a tough one to swallow.
Johnny, what else you got? Because we're getting ready to put a wrap on this great show tonight.
All right. We got what else do we have? Well, we got fantasy baseball's coming back up now.
Fantasy, does anybody play our fantasy anything? Football, baseball,
There you go.
basketball?
Yeah, why not?
We got it all going.
Yeah, we got no, we got
Huh?
yeah, we got over there.
Where's Scotty Black? Where's Scotty? I saw him back
Yeah,
there.
he's in the back there. We
I
got
know he's a player.
yeah, we got fantasy baseball starting, and of course there's Scotty coming out the front door, and then we also have our NCAA
March Madness
bracket.
Yep.
That'll be coming out this week. Sunday is the selection Sunday, so we'll be getting that going. So
So if anybody knows anything, I'm putting the bracket pool up right now. Look at this.
yeah,
Look
exactly.
at this.
They heard it.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Way to go, Jess.
There you go.
Got it, girl.
We got that coming up. So check us out on this Fans View Facebook page. There'll be a link there with the password and everything to get into our group and make your selections for the NCAA bracket. And then our fantasy baseball, we'll be starting that. Only 2 weeks away. Right, a little over 2 weeks away from games, actual live games.
Last call on questions or comment. Mike Schmidt, the hot corner. You need a mic? You don't need a mic. You got a mic.
So I had a question for you, Bill. Of the two players from the 08 team, Chase Utley and Jimmy Rollins, which one of them do you think makes the Hall of Fame, if any?
Well, let Chase make it. They got to put Jimmy in.
Right.
You know, he's got the most hits in Phillies history. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both of them.
It's a road for both of them.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh, yeah.
asking the question.
Yeah.
I got that look. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Hey, those guys are players, man. They can play.
And the
I
shame.
love that 08 team.
Yeah, and the shame with Howard getting hurt because
Oh yeah.
he was on that projection, you know, playing those first 5 years of his career, and the damn shift really got him. You know, he was a 300 hitter. People don't realize he was a 300 hitter his first year coming up.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, he was a good guy.
Yes, he was.
But also talk about spring training. As a veteran, what would you be doing right now? You know, with about less than 2 weeks to go.
Well, for me, I'd like go up to the plate and try to get 2 strikes.
Okay.
Work on my 2-strike approach, or you know, late in the end of spring training, I'd go over to the minor league side, get like 10 at bats. Because they get really ready for the season. But for me, I would just tinker with a lot of things, what I'm trying to do, my approach to every situation, because later on in my career, I knew every hitter. I knew every pitcher. I knew what they were trying to do to me. So it became like a chess match. It became very, very easy. But today's game, it's a little different. You know, everybody looks at that velocity thing. Still got those strikes.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You can't tell me that these guys today do harder than Bob Gibson, Nolan Ryan, Bob Feller, all those guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, for me, I think it's just like anything else. The equipment has gotten better. The radar guns have gotten better. You know, they're picking the ball up out of their, right as it's coming out of their hands.
Yeah, and they're measuring it differently
Oh,
too.
definitely.
Like you said, it's ready coming out of their hands
Yeah.
versus actually getting the whole plate. It's just a speed coming out of their hands.
Yes.
It's a little bit faster, obviously, coming right out of your hand before it travels 60 feet. It's definitely not the same speed. So, yeah, it's definitely a different game that way. But,
Yeah.
so you're good with just taking at bats off of major league hitters or major league pitchers or just anybody in the
Just
farm?
to see the ball. I mean,
You just want to see the ball.
I got in a lot of trouble as a hitting coach because the first week, the pitchers are there a week early
Right.
than the hitters, right? So Dallas used to scream at me because the first week we hit off our pitchers. I told the guys to track the ball.
Right.
He's like, oh, you guys won't swing the bat. I said, we'll swing the bat when that other jersey shows up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I get there in spring training, I just want to see pitches. It's been a while. I want to see the ball coming out of the hand. I want to see the movement and everything.
Yeah.
I don't worry about hitting against my own pitchers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you just want to see the ball.
Yeah.
All right, I hate to end the show because it's been a great one, and I appreciate everybody hanging out. I have one last question, and this is a spring training question for St. Patrick's Day in Clearwater. Has anybody in the room ever been? Anybody recognize the leprechaun in the back there? Does anybody recognize him? Come on, give it up for Bobby Kelly. Come on. Give it up.
Leprechaun Hall of Fame.
He's one hell of a softball player, too. If you faced him in Delco, you had your ass handed to you, so. He was a hell of a softball player, but we're gonna miss you this year, brother. We're gonna miss you. Real quick, thank you again, everybody, for coming out. We're back April 16th. We'll be announcing a guest or two guests. So we'll see where that goes. Thank you, Joe Cameron, the GM here at Buffalo. Thank you, Cam, working the room. Thanks to Jess. And how about give it up for Bill Thompson, please.
Tell them how I sit over there.
Bill will sit over somewhere, to maybe to my right, to my left, and he will sign all autographs, take photos, whatever you guys want, whatever you guys need. He's that kind of guy. And again, I want to thank everybody. Grab your raffle tickets. We're going to do those drawings right around 8 o'clock. So, whatever you guys need, whatever you want, we're here. So hang out and let's have some fun. Go Phils!
Go, Phil.